Hey everybody. Alright, while we're sitting here waiting on the fire, trying to get a good bed of coals so we can actually cook over it. That's all charcoal is, by the way, is just wood. Lump charcoal is just wood. So you can make your own charcoal and you can just burn a fire down and have enough coals, good sturdy coals, not made from that soft wood but from harder woods if you can find it. You can make coals and cook over wood just like you would charcoal. Same thing, people. Anyhow, sitting by my my little drainage ditch in the backyard. Real pretty little creek, but it's nothing but a drainage ditch, or at least that's what it's become. So, I want to talk about a few things. Let's see here. I was going through my old prepping day supplies when I was silly enough to do that, and found myself a couple of N95 masks. Anyhow, so I guess if you were somewhere other than the woods, you could wear that. I'm not exactly sure why you'd want to wear that in the woods. The health organizations, CDC, are saying that this is how limited supply these are, is that if you can't get yourself an N95 mask, to just simply use a scarf, or we'll go back to the good old days and rob some banks, wear a bandana. I see that'd be a whole lot of fun, walking into a grocery store wearing one of these. That would be fun, coming in there. Yeah, here I am. I'm gonna pick up my groceries. Anyhow, there's one other critical piece of advice, piece of gear, that I think we should be considering. And I'll get that out in just a minute. Now, this is all in fun and jest. Hopefully you know what that is, fun. Hopefully you remember what that is. But I want to talk to you about the real coronavirus conspiracy. Stay tuned. Should be fun. Okay. I just did this whole long speech. And it was good. It was funny. But I forgot to hit record. Anyhow, alright. The coronavirus conspiracy. Dun dun dun. And the item that you need more than a scarf, more than a mask, more than gloves, more than hand sanitizer. Aluminum foil. That's right, aluminum foil. One of your most valuable items. You can find it in all the grocery stores still. It's more important than toilet paper. More valuable than paper towels. More valuable than the hand sanitizing wipe. Aluminum foil. Because if you knew the coronavirus the way I knew the coronavirus, aluminum foil. That's right. Your most valuable asset. Yep, the aliens are coming. I can't resist, people. All right. No, but really, think about it, okay? What I was saying, that I wish y'all had heard, was that the whole coronavirus thing. Little hindsight. I've been wanting to see the movie Close Encounters of a Third Kind for a while. Not because of this or anything. It was a great movie. Came out in the late 70s. And I wanted to see it for other reasons. There was a quote in there that I couldn't find anywhere, that as they're running from the military to get to the other side of the Devil's Tower where the aliens are supposed to come, they have a brief discussion about there's this path on the other side of the mountain, and this one guy says, well, I'm not familiar with that. I don't remember drawing anything like that. And Roy, he comes back and he says, well, next time try sculpting, because he sculpted the whole mountain where Larry only drew two-dimensional. So, you know, and that deals with something else that I'll get into at another time, of how truth, in a lot of aspects, truth is irrelevant and perspective is everything. And that's for a different video, but it plays a lot to do with what's going on in the world today. It has a lot to deal with truth is irrelevant, perspective is everything, panic, don't panic, and what a lot of people are doing. But the point that I'm getting at here, in watching the movie, I wanted to see it because I've been reminiscing about a lot of things about my dad, who recently passed away, and when this video comes out, it'll probably be would have been his birthday. And so I'm doing a lot of reminiscing, and some of his favorite movies, at least growing up with me, was the movie Arthur with Dudley Moore, funny movie, Young Frankenstein, the comedy, Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle, and Close Encounters of a Third Kind. And so I wanted to see it because of that. Well, I found it for free on cable. So I watched it just yesterday, and as I'm watching it, for that one quote, something else occurred, and it scared the life out of me. It just absolutely scared me. And now the technology to steal the clip from the movie and put it in this clip, I don't know. I couldn't find that clip anyhow, let alone to do that. But I did what old people do. And I wrote it down. All right, so let me set the stage here. They figure out that there's alien messages and aliens out there, and that the alien message has given them a coordinate of a meeting place. And so they're doing everything they can to get to that place, the military, the government. And let me just say, I don't know why the government seems to think that if aliens come, they're going to want to talk to the government, and that we the people don't have the intelligence or the wherewithal to handle the truth. You know, it's no secret that the government keeps secrets, and they seem to think that they know what's best. Yeah, right. They don't know how to run a government anyhow. So anyhow, they decide, well, we need to hide this from the public. We need to hide this from them and not let them know what we're doing and what's about to take place. And so they got to figure out how to clear the area. This is where it gets a little scary, okay? And I wrote it down. Here they are plotting about how to clear the Devil's Tower area of its population. And they think of, what about contaminated water? It affects people. It affects crops. It affects animals. Disease. Another guy says, yeah, epidemic. See where I'm getting at here? The next guy, yeah, but what kind of disease? Then another one says, a plague epidemic. Nobody's going to believe a plague in this day and age. See where I'm getting at? Another one says, anthrax. Another one says, we're in ranching country. Yes, there's a lot of sheep up in those hills, to use the animals. Okay, well, anyhow, then the main guy says, wait, that's good. I like that. But it may not evacuate everybody. There's always some joker who thinks he's immune. Okay. What I need is something so scary, it'll clear 300 square miles of every living Christian soul. Aliens are coming, people. I'm telling you. They're clearing the streets for the mothership to come in. It's funny every time I say that. You know, there's people thinking something along those lines. But, you know, and then there was, to add mystery and intrigue to this, we just took a trip to Kentucky and back for some personal reasons. And in doing that, we passed by a truck I mean, who the heck still eats juju beans or beads or whatever the heck they are? Do they still sell those? Anyhow, the truck was a big truck, brightly colored, for juju beans. Is that, I don't know. Anyhow, on the back of it was the zebra for fruity stripes, fruity stripe gums. You know, the zebra and the fruity gum, and it had the stripes, and so it was a zebra. Anyhow, when was the last time you ever seen one of those? Maybe you have. Where I'm from, I don't ever see one of those. But it made me thinking, because in the movie they disguised trucks to move their equipment to Wyoming, and they had them disguised for Piggly Wiggly. Now Piggly Wiggly was something big back then, but nowadays is not so much. So, but if you were to see a Piggly Wiggly truck today, that might be kind of weird. Anyhow, are they moving equipment? Are the aliens coming and they don't want us to know? What secret is it that they're hiding from us? Is there really anything in the air? Because, you know, they were selling gas masks and people were buying gas masks, and they were begging and pleading people, you're in a contaminated area, please wear your gas mask. Do not remove your gas mask. Sound familiar? So that's what's going on, people. Get your aluminum foil hats. I'm telling you, that's what you really need. Stop that mind control. They were telling everybody, panic, don't panic, panic, don't panic. Well, no, they weren't telling anybody to panic. They were telling everybody not to panic, but they were saying, you better keep your gas mask. So yeah, aliens are coming. I'll prove it. I'll prove it. I'll go a step further. I'll prove it. What did I do with it? There it is. The Bible. The Word of God. You ready for this? This is going to scare you. Something scarier than the coronavirus. In the book of Revelation. Open your Bibles to Revelation chapter 16, verse 13. Anyhow, this is where this is the end of the end, and the angel is being ordered to open the vials and all this kind of stuff. Anyhow, verse 12, and the sixth angel. Okay, don't click off of here thinking I'm going to get all pseudo spiritual with you. I'm just sharing this with you to prove a point, because you can prove any point that you want to with anything that you want to. It's called statistics, you know. But that's a whole nother story. Okay, all right. So the aliens are coming, and I can prove that, because it says here, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty. We're talking Armageddon here. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, but it says right here, and I saw 3 unclean spirit like frogs. Frogs! Do you get the correlation there? No? Okay. Think of the most classic, iconic, alien creature. It's reptilian and frog-like. It's got the big eyes, the flat nose, the scaly, slimy skin, the suction cup fingers. Green. Frog-like. See what I'm saying? Aliens are coming. They're clearing the streets. They're getting ready for something. Anyhow, it says right there, aliens are demons. I'm not messing with the Bible. I'm messing with you. You take it for what it's worth, okay? But I'm just having fun with this whole coronavirus thing. I know. Look, I think the coronavirus is real. I think there really is something in the air. I don't think the military is just saying that you have to wear a gas mask. I think that there's something real. But it also says that they're spirits of devils working miracles. What kind of miracles? What kind of miracles would aliens bring? Well, they're of a greater intelligence, because they were able to travel so far. They're of a greater intelligence, therefore maybe they bring to us cures. A worldwide pandemic as the coronavirus. I love how the whole map is colored red now, when there might only be 1 case in the whole state. they'll color the entire state. What, I mean, what are they trying to prove? That we're better than China and Italy and places like that? That oh look, our whole country has now got coronavirus. One case in one state, and they're going to color the whole state. I don't get it. Just put pins where the actual cases are. You know, don't color the whole state just because there's one person in the whole. All right, I'm ranting again. Okay, but what other kind of miracles? Working miracles, intelligence. They would bring such an intelligence. They'd bring Elvis back. Anyhow, long live the king. They would, you know, they could bring cures to diseases. They could solve the world economy. We're in for a world of hurt with the economy, if nothing else. We are in for a world of hurt, and you need to be preparing for that. You need to start prepping for that, people. You need to be thinking of that direction. But I told you I'd give you something scarier than the coronavirus. And that's the next verse. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches and keeps his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. You ever heard the phrase, better than getting caught with your pants down? That's what that's saying there. Come as a thief, in other words, unexpected. I'll come as unexpected as a thief would, because if you knew when the thief came, you'd be ready for it. It's getting caught with your pants down. Don't get caught with your pants down. That's what that's saying. Don't get caught with your pants down. And that's what happened to us. We got caught with our pants down. Oh, when there was all this other stuff going on, Saddam Hussein and the weapons of mass destruction and the releasing of biological chemical warfare. Oh, there was people buying up chemical suits and practicing putting chemical suits on and getting ready for that. And here comes this silent killer flowing right across the globe. Spreading just by shaking hands, spreading because we weren't washing our hands. That's scarier than the coronavirus. Getting caught with your pants down. Don't get caught with your pants down, people. Which brings me to this point. I've never been afraid to ask why, and therefore I'm not afraid to tell you it is time to panic. Don't panic. No, but really, it's time to panic. Make that panic, release that panic, and make it something tangible that you can look at, you can examine, and you can grasp hold of. Because when you grasp hold of it, it's no longer out of control. And you have a handle on it. And now you can deal with it. So go ahead and panic. Go ahead and panic so that you can get a hold of it. And you can move on. I know, that's a little serious. We're supposed to be having fun here about the whole thing. But I'll tell you something else. How come they haven't blamed the coronavirus on Trump yet? They blame everything else on Trump. Why haven't they blamed this on Trump? I gotta throw another piece of wood on the fire. I'm talking too much. How come they haven't blamed this on Trump? Now, follow along with me here, okay? Trump comes along, and he wants to put up a wall to keep the aliens out. Oh, aliens! Anyhow. He wants to... A lot of his moves and a lot of his decisions is hindering this globalism that everybody's been pushing towards and talking about. They're blaming everything on Trump. Why aren't they blaming this on Trump? You could very easily. Think about it, all right? So Trump is making all these decisions. Democratic Party is kind of blaming everything on Trump while they're maneuvering around him and still accomplishing their goal of creating one world globalism. Now, he's got all these tariffs and taxes on China. And what better way to retaliate than to throw a virus out onto the world? I'm not blaming. And it's the Chinese virus, by the way. I don't care what anybody says, political correctness or not. It's the Chinese virus. Nothing against the people or the government. It's where it originated from. It's the Chinese virus. There isn't anything racist about that. It's the Chinese virus. I'll say it again. It's the Chinese virus. I get ranting and raving here lately. It doesn't do me good to sit at home and do nothing. All right, anyhow. So you see, now all of a sudden, Trump's to blame. Trump's to blame for the coronavirus because he put the tariffs on the Chinese people. The Chinese people released the virus. And now that the virus is out, the whole world needs ventilators and gas masks and N95 masks and medications. And who's been producing it? Who's been making it? China. Well, China's been wanting to get on the world stage and become the #1 leader of economics. The economical leader of the world. They're now in a position to do that. Okay, anyhow, you can blame Trump for that. I'm having fun again. It's just another one of those conspiracy theorist things. But you could see how we're having to react. We got caught with our pants down. Trump's been trying to get American governments, American businesses to come home and make America great again. Oh my gosh, what am I going to get labeled as with this video? Anyhow, have some fun. Find some things to do. Go out in the woods. There's not hardly anybody out in the woods these days. Get out in the woods. You don't have to worry, social disconnect or whatever they're calling it. Get out into the woods. Have a good time. If you're with your family, if you're in isolation, if you're in a voluntary quarantine, tell them about these videos and have some fun. I'm going to start cooking some sausage here. I just wanted to have some fun with an aluminum hat for a change, and I always wanted to wear an aluminum hat. This is actually the first time I've ever... Truly, this is the first time I've ever worn an aluminum hat. It really is. And it's hot. That sun is beaming down on me, and it is hot. I'm not complaining about it being hot, because it rains all the time lately. So I'm enjoying the sunshine. I'm enjoying the fire. I'm fixing to cook a meal. Join me in Parking Lot Gourmet. We'll have some fun. I just wanted to share my coronavirus conspiracy theories with you. I hope you and your family are safe, or staying safe and taking measures to be safe. But seriously, people, panic so that you can tangibly get a hold of it. Prep. Don't get caught with your pants down. Be blessed. Have a good time. God bless you. That's right, people. I figured it out. How to beat the coronavirus. Oh, mercy. It's a smoke bath. It's the coronavirus smoke bath dance. Oh, yeah. Hell with them aliens. Yep. We're going to take us a smoke bath. Ooh-wee. Join me. It's fun. Get rid of that virus. Take a smoke bath. I bet it'll work. I bet it'll work better than this thing. Take a smoke bath. Cook a meal outdoors and bathe in the smoke. Have fun. Ooh-wee. Take a smoke bath. Yeah. Oh, hey, you just saw me take a shower. Now I'm taking a bath.